Hi everyone, it's Warren Griffin with REMAX, giving you some great real estate information you need to know. Hi everybody, it's Warren Griffin again, REMAX Ability Plus, and I'm here today with Jay Tolliver. He's with American Mortgage, and we're going to talk about the importance of getting pre-qualified for a mortgage. Okay, Jay, first of all, kind of introduce yourself to everybody, tell them a little bit about your experience, and we'll go from there.
Hey everyone, I'm Jay Tolliver, Jay with an E, J-A-E. I've been in the mortgage industry for 20 years, so I know my way around mortgage application and the process for my borrowers. I'm a local mortgage professional. I live in Noblesville and my office is in Carmel, so I'm a big proponent of going local. I always tell people go local, be happy.
There you go. I agree. Jay, let's talk about the importance of people getting pre-qualified before they go out and actually look for a mortgage and when they're out shopping for houses, and why it's important to do that up front.
So before I get into the mortgage information, I got to make my compliance people happy. Here you go.
There you go.
Jay Tolliver, NMLS 505-611, Indiana license number 21984. We are an equal housing lender.
There you go.
So now all the compliance people can breathe easy. So the importance of getting pre-qualified, it's paramount. So in today's market, the fast pace for buyers, if you want a seller to entertain your offer, you are going to have a solid financing letter. It makes a big difference to be local.
Sure.
To have that from a local institution. If the realtor is familiar with that institution or knows that it's someone local that they can get a hold of if there's issues, that's a plus. That's a check mark in your on your side, and you're probably going to be facing multiple offers, or it's not going to be uncommon.
Right.
So, and when that is happening right now, the listing agents are looking at more than just the offer on the table. They're really digging into those offers and looking at things like the financing letter to see what differentiates that offer from others and really makes it a strong offer. So it's a more detailed approach right now. So pre-approval is more important than ever.
Let me kind of step you, somebody watching this, what's the process of getting pre-approved? Basically, step somebody real quickly, A, B, C, D, what they have to do.
All right, so it's really simple, and that's by design we try to make it really easy.
All right.
So it can start with a phone call. If it's more convenient, there's a form you can fill out like a paper form, or there's an online application. So we've got all these different options. But essentially, we start with just that basic info, get credit pulled, assess that, and if we need to do more of a detailed talk through or sometimes see documents in order to really stand behind our opinion, we try to make it as quick as possible because we know people want to get out and look at homes, make offers. It's a fast-paced market. But sometimes, like if you're self-employed, I don't really know what your income is until I see tax returns.
That's correct.
And so I want to have a letter that I can really stand behind and is solid. That way, if a listing agent calls me and kind of puts me on the spot, I can answer, very firmly and honestly that you are a solid buyer because we've vetted that.
Okay. Let's talk about different type of loans too once somebody gets pre-qualified. I know a lot of the rural areas, like in northern Hamilton County or Boone, or really out in the surrounding counties, they offer USDA financing.
Correct.
To explain a little bit what that's about for people.
So the USDA doesn't only confirm that the steak you're eating is of excellent quality, they also do mortgages.
That's right.
Okay, so USDA is one of the loan products that's available to the general population, meaning not a veteran, that is zero down.
Right.
Without any special type of down payment assistance. It's just a 100% financing loan.
So make sure you understand that. No down payment. And this is for rural communities out in the country.
Yeah, and rural is kind of a moving target. I mean, there are areas of Noblesville and different areas that are still under that rural area that are developed neighborhoods. Okay. So, I mean, you can find homes in developed neighborhoods that are, have an HOA and you're still in the USDA footprint.
Okay.
And there's income restrictions to it, but they're very generous. It's a great program. I mean, even in comparison to someone who maybe has a down payment for FHA, if they're looking in an area that's USDA eligible, we may look at that, evaluate, and the borrower may choose, based on our information, to go USDA over FHA
Okay.
because it's lower mortgage insurance. The upfront mortgage insurance that's financed into the loan is also cheaper. So in a lot of ways, it's cheaper financing than FHA. So sometimes when you have a down payment, we may even look at that as an option, let you keep your money in your pocket because, there's moving expenses or maybe you want a new couch.
Sure. Now, that's one of the no down payments options that are available. If you're a veteran, obviously VA loans, they do require no down payment also, correct?
Correct.
All right.
Yeah, qualified veteran,
the other big one available is your Next Home program through Indiana Housing Community Development Authority, and they merge that a lot of times with MCC, which stands for Mortgage Credit Certificate.
Mm-hmm.
But kind of explain the Next Home program too. That's a no money down, so people can understand that.
So Indiana Housing, it's the IHCDA, Indiana Housing Community and Development Authority. They manage some different programs, state and federal funds for down payment assistance programs. They each have their own qualifying factors, credit score, and income limits, things of that nature. But again, there's a lot of leeway within those programs to qualify. There is more to talk about than just Next Home now, too.
Oh, really?
So they've got a program called H2O, Affordable Home. Next Home has traditionally been the trade-off for the down payment assistance is that you pay a little bit higher interest rate.
Okay.
So they have a program now that offers a bond rate. So we're back to bond money where you get a below market rate and the down payment assistance.
What's that called again?
So that's H2O, and Affordable Home is another one. So there's also Affordable Home is just a bond rate only. It's a reduced interest rate. So it's when they issue that bond, the rate will remain where it's at for a while until they run out of those funds.
Mm-hmm.
When they issued it initially, it was a little above market.
Okay.
So now that rates have gone up, that money's below market. They still have some of that money. We're still riding on that rate. And when it gets issued again, when they run out of that money, we'll see what happens with that rate. But for right now, there's a good window of opportunity to get in with a program that in some ways is a little bit better than Next Home right now. So there's lots of things to talk about with IHCDA and MCC tax credit. It basically gives a borrower an additional, it makes more of your interest that you pay on your mortgage tax deductible. So that actually, we can factor that into the equation and help you qualify sometimes for a little bit more house.
That's great. I had a client of mine that just did one of these MCCs, and he chose to take his money per month as opposed to at the end of the year, and it ended up saving him, I think it was almost $120 some a month of his house payment. He got credited to him, so it's a really good program. I mean, he had no down payment. So it's really good.
There's other things on the horizon too. So I mean, our company's in the works of trying to roll out a 1.5% down FHA loan.
Wow.
So it's going to hopefully have some advantages, a little bit better than the IHCDA programs. We just have details to work out with the investor behind it. But I mean, there are some things on the horizon. The market is getting back to be a little bit more bullish with home buying and financing. It's not, by far, we are not returning to the days of the wild, wild west in lending, but we are getting more supportive to opening the door to home ownership, and programs are starting to align to make that happen. So it's a great time to talk to a lender who knows what's on the horizon, who knows what's going on, has those products available, and can really help you open those doors.
Okay. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this. It's been very informative. Jay, thank you for coming in and, giving people the great information. We're going to put some links at the bottom of this to get a hold of Jay, to go to his website and his telephone number if you want to contact him. But if you're out looking for a house, make sure you get pre-qualified first. And is now a good time to buy a house, Jay?
It is a great time.
Absolutely. It's always a good time, isn't it? Thank you very much for watching this, and stay tuned for more tips that will be coming down the road. Thank you again. Bye-bye now. Thanks for watching.